Hey y'all, it is me, Melissa, the Rambling Book Nerd. I know it's been a while, but today's video is going to be, drumroll please, a rambling rant about some things that have been floating around on book Twitter and around like the bookish online community. So it's going to be about tagging authors in reviews, um, and also about arcs. The two big things that I've been noticing. So before I continue with this, I'm going to preface it with a favorite quote from my dad. Opinions are like assholes, and everyone has one. So with that being said, if my opinion or my thoughts on these two things differ from yours, that's totally fine. And if you want to talk about it, just comment below. I'm all for like just keeping up with that dialogue, as long as it doesn't get like mean or nasty. Yeah, difference of opinions are great. It's what makes the world go round. As long as you can, have those differences in constructive ways. Uh, now going forward, um, tagging authors in reviews. So on Twitter, this was like a huge thing, and there were a lot of like comments from pretty well-known authors. The most notable is Danielle Clayton. She has a really nice thread about tagging authors and like an author's online presence. That was a really good read. Made a lot of insightful things. Me personally, I will tag an author in a review, as long as it's 3 and above. So for me, a 3 is like an average book. Like, I liked this book, I really enjoyed it, I would recommend it. Here are some cool things I have to say about it. I know for other people, a 3 is like a not so good review, but for me, on my scale, a 3 is fine. A 3 is just perfectly average. If it's anything below that, like a 2 or 2.5, or a book I did not finish, I would never tag an author because I probably don't have a good view on that book, which is the reason why I give it low ratings. If I worked, Jesus, if I worked really hard on something, I would feel kind of crappy if someone was like, hey, here's a list of, XYZ of why your thing sucks. So that's why I don't tag authors in really negative reviews. And even sometimes if it's just like an average review, like I said, I'll tag them, but sometimes I won't. Because I'm just like, I liked it. It was like, meh, okay. And like, I also probably wouldn't want a bunch of like, meh reviews to something. I definitely tag if it's a 5-star. And a 4. And 3 is like, I do, but like, I use my own judgment, is what I'm saying, something that I would want to read if it was me. And if it is, I'll tag the author. If it's not, I won't tag them. Simple as that. So yeah, like I said, that's just my personal view on that. And there's a lot of like weird discord about that online. Which, it happens. Opinions, like assholes, everyone has them. So that's a thing. Oh yeah. And along with like the reviewing thing, there was also like huge talks about arcs. So advanced reader copies. I love arcs. I think it's awesome. I have an Galley account and I request arcs. Occasionally authors will send me stuff. Like indie authors or self-published authors, like EPUBs and sometimes like hard copies. I go to book festivals on occasion, and like they always give out free arcs to volunteers, and I tend to volunteer a lot. So, do I sell the arcs that I receive? No. I didn't pay for it. so I don't think I should get like sell it and get money for it. Also, I personally think it's a shitty thing to do to sell arcs. I know taboo. I know there's like some booktubers and book bloggers and bookish people out there that are like, well, we work hard, and book bloggers don't make a lot of like they don't make any money actually. They do it from their own free free time, and what's wrong if they sell well like an arc or whatnot? It's like, well, if you're really doing this because you want to, because like you're not expecting compensation, like whatever, like there's no need to sell an arc because you didn't write it, you didn't pay for it. Usually, when you buy a book, that money goes to, the author or wherever you purchased it, or I don't know how that works. But like, if you sell something that, like, if you sell an arc, I don't think it's worth it. Um, Vloggers and YouTubers don't get compensated. That's cool. You don't need to like sell other people's work. It's the same way with like me tagging authors. Um, would I want someone to, how would I feel if I worked really hard on something and I gave it away for free? And I did that because I want to drum up like media attention. I want to drum up support for this really cool thing, this really awesome book, or whatever. And then I would find out that little Sally or little Susie sold my shit. I'd be upset. I'd be like, yo, I gave this for free for you to enjoy, for you to like pass it around, let other people enjoy it maybe. Not so you could make a profit on something you had nothing to do with. So that's the reason I don't sell arcs. My roommate, my co-blogger. So if I get an arc, I'll let her read it, and she does the same. But like, I would never be like, yo, I got this arc from so and so, $5. It's like, what? No, makes no sense to sell something that you had nothing to do with. Like, you're like a part of the book community, you really want to do this, like kindness out of your heart, this is something you really enjoy. Um, why are you going to, you know, kind of cheat the people that are like the reason why you're in this community? Like the authors, you love their books so much, you wanted to have a way to express how you feel about it. Why would you sell something that like your favorite author worked really hard on? Um, and then if you sell it, they're not getting any money. I don't know. I know this is like me really rambly. I just think that if you sell X, you're kind of not a nice person. So yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, I have a blog post about tagging authors and like review policies and stuff. It's a rambling rant. I was gonna say in print, but it's not in print because it's on a website. But I'm going to include that link in the description below. Um, let's see. I think that's all I'm going to link below. So I hope you enjoyed my second rambling rant. If you have any like comments about this whole thing, with the whole tagging authors or like selling arcs, I would love to know about them. Um, ooh, yeah, I would love to know about them because I'm just intrigued about the thought process of like certain bloggers and things. There's like people blowing up on Twitter talking about this, and I was reading some of the threads from authors and from bloggers, vloggers, all that jazz. Uh, and there were some bloggers who, in my opinion, seemed a bit entitled. They're like, well, I don't see the issue because, and they did the whole, we're doing this like expecting nothing, we're doing this for whatever, we work really hard. Where would the authors be without word of mouth of bloggers and booktubers and this and that? Like, I don't understand the issue. why we can't sell arcs. It's like, ooh, honey, no, no, no. Like, the issue is you're selling something that belongs to another person that they worked hard on, and you're getting money for it, and the people who worked hard on it aren't seeing a dime. That's the issue. It just baffles, like, it just boggles the mind. And I could go on a rant about why I think certain bloggers and YouTubers feel this type of way, like super entitled. Like, it's not a big deal. But that's a whole other video, so I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and you like and subscribe and comment below. Also, check out the blog post that I talked about tagging authors and reviewing at Rambling of a Book Nerd. All right, bye.